Well, do it, Ron.
I ain't nothing. No, you're doing the intro now. You're here.
What the hell? You tell me, just kick back and take it easy. Ron's going to do the introduction. And I laughed and I said, oh, this ought to be good, but Ron don't want to do it. So, hey, everybody, welcome to Decibel Geek Friday Night Live. You know me. I'm Aaron Camaro, joined as always by my good friend Chris Sinzak. And hello, Runyon.
Yeah, hello. You Packer?
Yeah. Good weekend for football. How's Denver doing this year?
They're doing awesome, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm excited for this weekend. Got my Packer gear on. I'm ready to rock and roll. I can't wait till tomorrow.
Yeah, it should be a good game tomorrow. We've got,
but not too good.
We got Aaron Donald versus Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. That should be interesting. I hope they can protect him. If they can protect Aaron Rodgers, we'll be all right. I mean, man, Aaron Donald, he's going to be shivering. Oh, he's going to be so cold. Where's that sweet, sweet California sunshine? He's going to be freezing his ass off. He ain't going to do nothing.
Yeah, we told you guys we didn't have a plan tonight, and that's obvious because we've already started talking about football.
I can't help myself.
All right, so now Facebook is fucking blocking the stream on there.
I'm checking it now.
What?
I swear the Facebook Nazis are out to get me, and I don't know why. I don't even post anything political, but apparently a lot of people are getting blocked.
Are you registered as a Republican on your Facebook page or something?
No. I voted for Lemmy. I'm in the party of Motorhead.
Me too. I know at least you got 2 votes.
Hang on. So I'm just putting a post on Facebook so people can watch it on YouTube.
Yeah,
that's weird.
So weird. I don't know.
I'm not even really liking Facebook too much anymore, man. There's some stupid shit going on there.
I like it, but I don't like it when they're like banning me from doing stuff.
What'd you do?
I didn't do it. They're doing it to like everybody that owns a page or a group, and I think it's to like head off people from spewing crazy shit on for the inauguration.
So to combat people talking crazy shit, they're gonna ban everybody?
That's what it sounds like, because there's like several other people I know that said the same thing happened to them today.
Huh.
So I have no idea.
Weird. Very strange.
Yeah.
What a age we live in.
Yeah.
We get it's like getting the gift of internet and being like, man, this is the greatest thing ever. I can sit in front of my computer and read about rock and metal bands and stuff I never knew before all day long. It's awesome till they take it away from you.
I know. So I guess just listen to the podcast and watch us on YouTube, guys. So for now.
Yeah, we'll be on. Here we are on YouTube, Decibel Geek TV. It never lets you down.
And there's even people in the comments section saying the same thing happened to them.
Really strange.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on here while you guys are talking.
I'm sure they got Bushy first. He was probably the top of the list.
Patrick Reeves says everyone go to MySpace. Yeah.
You know what? Does Decibel Geek have a MySpace page?
No.
We were right on the edge of that, man. I hated social media, you know. I got MySpace and thought, you know, this is really cool. I like MySpace. And then all of a sudden Facebook came along and everybody started saying, well, you know, just send me a request on Facebook. I said, I'm not on Facebook. I'm on MySpace. Oh, yeah. You're on MySpace. And so then eventually enough people were not using their MySpace pages anymore. So finally I said, you know what? Fine. I'll start a Facebook, you know, profile. And then I did. And the next thing I know, everyone's going, oh, you need to get a Twitter profile. You need to get a Twitter profile. Like, oh, man, come on now. I just got on Facebook. So I don't know what happens. I don't know how it works, how it goes.
Well, and like now, like the warning said that I couldn't create events or groups. And groups, that doesn't matter. I didn't really need to create any more groups, but events is going to be important going down the road. But
yeah, you want to make a Rockin' Pod event page, I'm sure, you know.
Yeah. Well, but the other thing I told Ron before we went on air that I noticed is they're not letting me comment on posts inside of any of the pages or groups I manage now. So I'm like way since I can actually post status updates because I was able to share the YouTube link, but I don't know. Maybe it'll stop in a couple of days. Really weird though.
Did you announce you were running for president or something? I mean, what the hell's going on around here? Golly.
I'm not that stupid. Who would want that job?
Yeah, no kidding. Not in this country anyway.
Where's Rock and Ron's chicken suit?
Yeah, Buck, Ron. What's up?
Is that something that was mentioned last week after I got hammered after the first hour of the show? Or
No, because
Uh-oh.
Rock and Ron's our mascot. Like
Say
I
that
can
again,
remember.
you froze up.
Rock and Ron's our mascot, like the San Diego chicken.
That's
Remember?
right.
Yeah.
We need a dugout for him to dance on top of. What shirt has Ron got on tonight? What is that?
That Disturbed?
Ron.
I'm getting there.
I just want to see what you're
Takes
saying.
a while. It's kinda... Oh, it's a Kiss shirt. Hey, that's
Kiss
pretty
meets
cool.
the family. Oh, is that like one of those bootleg shirts, or is that official?
I say it's official.
That's pretty cool, man. I like that.
Or Paul Stanley's going to show up and censor you. Yeah, and I've got.
I got it off Amazon. It's got to be
Right
official.
on.
I got this shirt from you, Aaron.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think I gave you that shirt.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Pretty cool.
Ann wants to know what crazy shit did I say. I didn't say anything. I made fun of
That's what I
Paul.
was wondering.
I made fun of Paul Stanley's Soul Station thing today. Maybe that was it. Maybe Paul Stanley's running Facebook now.
Yeah. He was so supportive of them all along through the pandemic that now he's in charge. Oh boy.
No, I don't know what's going on.
What'd you say about my new band? Man, I heard the latest release off of that child. Ooh, child.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I heard it
Oh
today.
man, come on now. And then I figured I did a little digging after that, and I figured out how this all started. One day, Paul Stanley was in Southern California in his favorite Goodwill, and he's listening to the music playing. He goes, "You know what? They don't never play no Kiss. They don't never play none of my music in the Goodwill. Well, I need to change that."
Mm.
And so now this whole album is very Goodwill loudspeaker approved, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You've heard the music they play while you're in the Goodwill.
Of course.
It's all those Paul Stanley songs.
I like this. Soul Station will rob you of your metal soul.
Oh,
Too funny.
Oh, man.
So everyone's sipping on tonight. Water. I'm not doing anything fun tonight.
Cold Coors Light.
Ron,
My first one.
did we even have to ask Ron?
According to
what he's
Mighty K, this is
Okay.
iced tea. So
Yeah.
That's iced tea.
we'll just go with that because
That
if
looks
you don't
more
know
like
no better.
looks more like something Ice-T might order.
David Hudson's here.
Nice. What's up,
Hey,
D
man.
Hud?
Good to see you, man. Eric Spinks. Good luck, Pack fan from a long-suffering Vikings fan. Oh, that's crazy when Vikings fans are wishing Packer fans good luck.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like if it comes down to it and the Packers aren't in it, you almost kind of cheer for the Bears and the Vikings a little bit because they're still representing your division. And if you're a team, even if your team don't go and a team from your division does and goes and wins it all, well, that's, I'd be like, shit, man, we're in the toughest division. It's okay.
Rock and Roll thinks that you are not drinking Jaeger, Ron.
Oh, you must have missed the bucket. There it is. The
He
Jaeger bucket.
knows better.
Yeah, he's
Come on,
here every
Robert.
week watching you annihilate yourself.
All right, number 2.
You know it's Jaeger.
Mm-hmm.
What's sad is
Crisp as the mountains.
I've got stuff for Smash or Trash later, and I haven't added it to the board, so I'm going to do that while we talk.
Okay. Man, that sucks about Sylvain.
Yeah, man, that bummed me out so bad.
He was your dude. You wanted him at Rockin' Pod more than anybody.
Yeah, and he was not into it, but that's
No.
okay. But
I always thought eventually he'd come around to it, but that's one of those things where you always think, oh man, I wish I could have met them, or oh, I wish I'd have seen that band. And when it's too late, it's too late.
Yeah.
But man, I love that picture you posted of him in the Decibel Geek community. Those freaking sunglasses. He was one cool looking dude, you know?
Yeah.
The New York Dolls, they did it right. When you seen a Dolls show or you seen a picture of the Dolls, you knew you weren't looking at a handful of construction workers or restaurant workers or something. You know you were looking at a rock band, and that guy was probably the most rocking of all of them.
Yeah, he was cool. And
wasn't a construction worker or an Indian,
police
or a
officer.
Cop.
Yeah.
Not naming any names, but you know.
Yeah, I hear you.
You celebrate the entire Village People catalog, do you not, Ron?
Oh, I do.
Yeah. The Indian's your favorite, isn't he?
Let's see what.
Was there a biker?
Yeah, the biker.
The that's biker Ron's favorite, I think.
That was Rob Halford.
Oh yeah, Rob Halford's stunt double.
Did you see that picture of Rob Halford with the assless chaps that came out like a week ago?
Yeah, I saw that.
I wish I could unsee it. It was terrible. And
but hey, more power to him, man.
But it also begs the question: why do they call them assless chaps? Because if they were ass full chaps, they would just be pants, would they not?
That's true. That's true. And and the chaps are just like they're not pants, so you're just really wearing chaps.
Right. So chaps.
So really, they're assless pants, are what they are.
Assless
right?
pants. You're either wearing
you guys are getting way too fucking deep for me tonight.
Well, here's the funny, ironic thing about all that. I'm sure it drove the women in the crowd crazy.
Oh yeah.
Back in those days.
Well, more so with David Lee Roth than Rob.
Yeah, I've seen David Lee Roth.
But I'm sure you got to think there was women that were hot for Rob Halford, having no idea back in the day.
Oh yeah, that one girl in Heavy Metal Parking Lot. I'd jump his bones.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. If he'd let me, but he won't. I don't know why. It's 1982. Look at me, you know.
Some interviewer showed him that clip one time, and he just laughed, and he goes, "Oh, if she only knew."
Yeah. Sorry, honey.
Yeah. Well, actually, you guys were too young, but when I was a kid, the girls were actually crazy for the Village People back in the late 70s. So,
oh Lord of mercy.
So they didn't know any better either. We didn't know about that stuff back then, you know.
Yeah.
We liked it that way. That's what we wanted it.
We just thought it was their part-time job. We're in a band on the side, but we're all responsible adults with full-time careers.
I remember my mom cried when she found out that Liberace came out.
Really? Oh, man. No, I'll never get a shot.
And I was about 7 or 8 years old, and I looked at her and said, really, Mom? Come on.
I really wonder how you wound up here, Ron.
How do you not know any better?
Yeah, she's not going to get anywhere with Liberace.
No.
Speaking of the Vegas scene, you saw the Siegfried from Siegfried and Roy died this week, too.
So they're both gone now, right?
Yeah, the other one died like a year ago, I think.
Oh, really? Both are gone now?
Yeah, they're both dead. It's crazy.
The first one got killed by a tiger, right?
No.
Yeah, he got eaten by one of the tigers.
Yeah.
But that ain't how he died. He was still alive for many years.
Oh, but never the same.
No, he was like
in 3 pieces,
paraplegic and bedridden or something. You know, he was not in good shape after that. But
it's a dangerous job. Dangerous job.
Yeah, just ask the Lion King.
Yeah.
I'm having.
It's almost as dangerous a job as being a member of the Vinnie Vincent Invasion. You never know what could go wrong horribly.
We made it a whole 16 minutes before his name came up.
Oh, damn. I'm sorry, everybody.
Might be a new record.
Speaking of Liberace, all right.
Man.
Guys.
At least Chris Angel is still around. He's all right.
Chris Angel was pretty cool, I think.
Yeah, although his show was kind of a lot of bullshit. I know, like
he's no Copperfield, I'll tell you that.
A lot of real magicians were saying, you know, he was using like camera tricks, but at the same time, how are you getting mad at a guy for doing an illusion of an illusion. You know?
Right. It's all
already
illusion.
fake.
Well, David Copperfield too, he would space them out. Like he'd do a big special every once in a while. He didn't have a TV show that came out every week. You got to be, as a magician and a wizard, you only got so many tricks. I got to imagine, you start up a TV show, you run out of material by episode number 3. Now what do we do?
Now wait a minute. Are you telling me magic isn't real?
No, that's what I'm saying. You only have so many magic tricks in your arsenal of wizardry.
It's not an illusion. It's real.
Okay.
All right, fine.
All right.
Be that way.
All right. Well, when we
I'll
get
just
done,
I'll stick to wrestling then. All right.
When we get done tonight, I need to talk to you after we get done. We have to have a talk about the Tooth Fairy and Santa Claus.
I was going to say, don't you dare tell him about Santa Claus.
I'm being sent to the principal's office, and we're not even 20 minutes in.
Bushy.
I never said there was no such thing as magic, damn it. Ron said that, not me.
Aaron's ruined everything.
I said it was real, but they only have so many tricks, It's like a football team. They only got so many plays, and when you run out of them, what are you going to do? You can't do them again. It's a TV show. You got to keep going.
Wrestling is real, too.
That's right. Real awesome. I've had some cool pictures popping up on my profile memories this week from some old wrestling shows I did years ago.
See now with Mick Foley.
Yeah, that was an awesome night, man. That was so cool. I remember thinking, I'm sorry, I know what's going on in that picture. I'm standing there going, holy shit, I'm in the ring with Mick Foley. This is really happening. How cool. It's a whole gathering. I had friends that used to play that. They'd be like, you want to do it in? No, I don't. I don't even want to start that.
I remember seeing a documentary on Mick Foley, man. He really went through some shit, boy. But he'd be a cool guy to hang out with.
Super smart, man. You look at some of the stuff he did, like, all the hardcore wrestling and getting thrown on concrete and getting his ear ripped off. And
thanks, Eric.
Yeah, right. Everything's reeled around. Gulp.
Real fuzzy.
But for as crazy as a character as he was, man, he was a super smart dude. Really knew how to be a character and tell a story and connect with people and make you want to watch it, make you want to know what's going to happen, where he's going with it. And then after he retired, he wrote a bunch of #1 best-selling books, which were badass.
All right.
Had all kinds of insight in his life and his career. But yeah, super cool story about a guy that, really you read his books and about his career and his story, and you're cheering for him, as you're reading it, because he's just a normal dude, and he has a dream and he really struggles to get there. And eventually he does. And along the way, he gets a woman that's way more beautiful than you'd think would ever be with a crazy looking dude like him. And they have a bunch of awesome kids and has a good life, man. Really cool story.
Well, he's a weird thing because it's true, toughing it out type things, because he's not the stereotypical look for a wrestler.
No.
He they're usually look like Rick Rude or Sid Vicious or those guys, and
right, but you're not gonna throw Rick Rude or Lex Luger or Hulk Hogan off the top of the Hell in a Cell cage. No. Those guys, that ain't gonna work for me, brother.
Yeah,
Mick Foley would do it.
You saw that Beyond the Mat documentary, didn't you?
Oh yeah, years ago, sure.
Yeah. And it goes into him and his family life and everything, and it shows him and his wife and kids watching him in one of those matches, like
the one where he got beat in the head repeatedly with the chair from The Rock.
Yeah, and
The Rock, he was handcuffed, hands behind his back.
I saw, yeah.
And The Rock beats him repeatedly in the head to the point where he don't know where he is or what's going on, and his family's at ringside, and the kids are screaming and crying, and that's one of the most brutal things I've ever seen in pro wrestling was that match where they did that. Oh, unbelievable. Yeah. And then backstage with the kid, oh, it's okay. It's just a boo-boo. He's got his head all wadded up and wrapping, and there's blood everywhere. Golly.
Yeah, and the guy that beat him senseless is walking up to the kid. He's okay, son.
Yeah. See, we're friends, Yeah.
Oh, man.
Good stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a trip getting to work with him. I didn't get to talk to him a lot because everybody was all over him all the time.
I bet. Yeah,
So,
people get starstruck.
But to introduce him to the ring and have him get in the ring with me, hand him the microphone, get to stand right there while he gives his promo speech thing, pretty badass.
Speaking of, and now we're on to wrestling talk, but speaking of wrestling.
Hey, welcome back, Camaro.
We're talking about everything but music. But I saw that there's going to be a Roddy Piper biopic made soon. I saw that this week.
He was the coolest. I got to be a part of a Piper's Pit in Nashville. And out of every wrestler I ever met or ever got to work with, to me, Roddy Piper, number one coolest by far. And everybody's been cool. There have been way more cooler wrestlers and famous people that I met doing that stuff than anything, a whole lot. And they were all really cool and for the most part. And but Piper, he was the best. He made me feel like $1 million. I came around, we were in the back, and it was intermission. And I've been doing ring announcing and then running up the stairs and jumping on the commentary table and calling the match. And the match is over, be like, there it is, 1, 2, 3, it's over. And then turn around with the microphone and go, and the winner of the match, and then walk all the way back down in the ring and do it all over again. And intermission happened, and I'm cutting through the back because I got to do a wardrobe change of all things because it was a TV taping. And as I come around the corner, there's Piper. And he looks at me, and he's got this big old giant smile on his face, and he goes, come here. And I'm like, what? And he's like, come here. And he gives me a big old hug, and he holds me back. He's like, I got to tell you, you are awesome at what you're doing. You are so good at this. And I'm like, wow, man, coming from you, that really means something. So that's probably the highlight moment of everything I've ever got to do in wrestling. That's probably it, was Piper. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that. Never worked with New Jack. I was in the arena at TNA when they did the Wednesday night pay-per-views when Sandman threw New Jack off the top of the bleachers and down through the table and onto the concrete. That was fucking nuts. Yeah, New Jack. I know Gypsy Joe, the famous wrestler that you look on YouTube, and it's famous. It's New Jack and Gypsy Joe, and it's a hardcore match that something goes wrong, horribly wrong. And they start fighting for real, kind of.
Yeah, Gypsy Joe.
Brutal.
I saw him wrestle in Ashland City, Tennessee, in the early '90s, and my uncle was the ring announcer, and we showed up there at like 9 a.m, and it's like this crew of like Billy Bobs show up, and they just start building a ring right there in the middle of this field, and it was like 110 fucking degrees that day. And Gypsy Joe was out there, and this is in the early '90s, and he looked like he was in his 60s then. I was
going to say he was already 50 years in the business by then.
Yeah, he looked like an old man then, and then he wrestled like another 20 years. But yeah, he was responsible for me fully knowing that wrestling was fake.
Yeah,
because me and my brother are standing right in front of the ring. Actually, it's late '80s, not early. It's late '80s, and he jumps from off the top rope to do one of those Macho Man elbow drops, and that elbow slams into the ring, and the guy goes, "Oh!" And I was like, "Oh,
hey!"
My uncle kept swearing up and down, "It's real, I promise."
Yeah, that's tough when you find out. See, with me, I was such a huge wrestling fan when I was a little kid, and my dad hated it. And he would tell me all the time, well, that shit's fake. That shit's fake. And I'd be like, no way, it's real. And then from him constantly saying it, then you start looking at it with a different eye because you're trying to find things to say, well, see, that's got to be real. But then he said, let me tell you something. If I stood up on top of a guy in the corner and punched him in the face 10 times, the fight's over. That's it. It's done. And I thought about that as like, yeah.
Oh, man. So we should talk about some music, I guess.
Yeah, this is a music show after all.
All right.
We got some show and tell to do.
I really hope people are figuring it out. It appears to be, but I'm trying to fix the Facebook.
It's probably because of my thing.
Excuse me.
Because we've never had this issue before.
Well, I tried to post a link here to the YouTube, and it won't let me do that either.
On the page? Yeah.
Were you two in Washington, D.C. last week by any chance?
No.
Well, what the hell is going on then?
Did I get through the Thin Lizzy box set? Not yet. I'm taking my time on it.
Yeah.
But there's a lot, and then plus there's like this giant ass book of all their tour books and stuff, and all the tour book stuff has a lot of cool interviews and information. So, and I'm still going through the disc, but yeah, I want to stretch it out as long as I can. That's what she said. Dun-dun-dun. Oh yeah, I forgot.
There you go.
All right. Oh, and also, see, if you guys won't laugh at me, somebody will. All right.
Live studio audience.
Yeah. So I did. So did both of you guys hear the Paul Stanley Soul Station song that came out today?
Well, I listened to it at first, and I didn't like it, and then I thought to myself, "Ooh, child, things are going to get easier."
I listened to a lot of
you
good
put another
stuff.
CD in, right?
No, but I looked at the track listing, and that was the joke I was trying to make earlier. It's like all songs you would hear over the loudspeaker while you're shopping at Goodwill. All the songs you know by heart because growing up, you've heard them a million times on the oldie station. I mean, basically, what this really kind of boils down to is it's Paul Stanley Origins Volume 1, you know? It's like if Ace can do it, I can do it. And now you know where the coolness in Kiss came from. Because while Paul Stanley's doing covers of doo-wop songs that inspired him, Ace Frehley's covering Zeppelin and stuff. Peter Criss thinks it sucks.
I love that.
Mamby-pamby light stuff. Damn, that's light. Too light for Peter Criss.
Peter Criss is like, that's my fucking thing, man. It is interesting, though, that like just suddenly in the last 3-4 years, Paul Stanley grew up on Motown music. It's like he never mentioned this stuff before.
Well, because it wasn't cool before, you know.
Yeah.
You couldn't. Imagine if he came out like around Revenge time, and they talk about Paul. You know, the new Revenge album, so heavy and awesome. You know, what really got you into music when you were young? Oh, you know, the Temptations,
Exactly.
Martha and the Vandellas.
Gotta have
it wouldn't, and people would have been like, "What?" If I'd have read that in the Metal Edge, I'd have been like, "That's crazy." Paul Stanley, weirdo. I
don't know. My first thought was holy auto-tune Batman. That was my first thought when I heard the song. And I made a post on Facebook. It just said auto croon. And then I didn't say what it was about, but so many people figured out what it was about. I'm like, what does that say?
Well, and one thing we can always take solace in is that if we ever get attacked by Godzilla, we'll have Robo Ozzy and Robo Stanley to protect us. To fight the Gorgazon or whatever.
Yeah, after the apocalypse, one of the only things left will be Paul Stanley's vocal tracks from 2019.
Indestructible.
He did play the lead in Family. Yeah, that's when he could still sing, though.
Yeah, many years ago.
That was,
Actually,
I've never
that's
seen
when
it.
a lot of people say that he
blew it,
ruin his voice because of that.
Yeah.
But
I've never seen any of it, but everybody I've heard said he was freaking awesome in it.
It's sexy.
It's sexy. I didn't know that existed.
I got to go out and get that.
What did it say?
It was a Kenny G board game that came out called Keep It Saxy, and Patrick Green bought it.
It's real. Wow.
And it's a board game.
Yeah. I met Kenny G when I was in band class in middle school.
Yeah?
Either he grew up or he was friends with my band director. It was like the one year I tried to play saxophone and I sucked at it. And he showed up and visited one day, and everybody was like, "Oh my God, it's Kenny G!" And I'm like, "Who's Kenny G?" But yeah,
you knew who he was.
I honestly didn't. I didn't know who he was, but like other kids were freaking out about it. I was like, "Oh," but like it was not long after that is when he had that one song that like went up in the top 40 chart. You remember? It was like an instrumental song that was real big. Like it was.
I guess so.
Yeah, he had one song that kind of made him famous.
Did it sound like?
Sounded exactly like that.
That's the one. Then that's what I was thinking of.
Well, Hanging with Butchie said he did it.
In fact, we could take that recording, send it to him, and he could play it live and then mime over the top. It would sound just like it.
Oh, that'd be great. And then maybe we can get Paul Stanley lay down some vocals.
Exactly. See, it all works together, right?
Full circle. Soul Station. Oh man, Ron, you fucking crack me up. You are so funny.
Inspired by Folgers coffee. I should load up the Paul Stanley Folgers commercial on here and play that.
Whenever when we get tired, when we hit the 2-hour mark, and we're about to burn out, we're almost done, we're tired. You got to fire that up for us, give us that pep to finish the show.
Yeah,
but inspiration to our hearts.
Yeah, I should play that. That's your wake up call. I don't have his. No, I don't celebrate his whole discography.
That's my second favorite.
Oh, my favorite group on Facebook. It's not around anymore. It probably got banned too. Was called Paul Stanley's Folger Soldiers.
Yeah, that's funny. Oh man,
you got the Kiss Army and the Folger Soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that Folgers commercial is great. It's great in one way.
Well, Hanging with Bushy said he was able to do it on here, but I'm not seeing it. And he was able to post the
that works
YouTube thing, but it's not letting me do it even under my name.
Well, especially not under your name.
I don't know.
Well, I was doing it under Decibel Geek, so I thought, well, maybe I
was able
to
do
it under my name.
I did it on my personal profile. I don't know. All right, so let's do. We want to do show and tell.
Yeah, I got some stuff.
All right, Aaron, go first.
You want me to go first? Okay, I got a few different things here. So last week I wasn't on the show, and I didn't get to do any CD shopping this week. But last week I did, and Ron Runyon. I guess Ron. Ron, what are you doing?
Aaron picked up a Ron Runyon this week, and that's why we're featuring.
They won't let me return it.
Damn it.
I've tried and tried. So I found some CDs. I got 2 different piles of 4 here. And 4 of them I got because the price was right. And the other 4 I paid a little bit more for because they were awesome. So what do you want to start with? Should we start with the ones where they were real cheap and I figured give it a shot?
Yeah,
let's do that. All right. So the first one of those is The Offspring. I've never listened to this album.
Is any other hits on that one?
No, nothing I recognize. So I'm wanting to give it a shot. I liked Offspring when Smash came out, when that was new. Hadn't followed them too much. They kind of had some goofy, kind of campy songs, and I got a little turned off to them. But like that album Smash, it had a bunch of good songs on it, and that was their first big breakthrough, and I was around at that time, so I always kind of dug The Offspring. Here's another one. You're going to like this. You're going to say, wow, Aaron Camaro's getting some real culture. Check that one out.
Oh, look at you.
I got an Oasis CD.
Yeah, that's a good
one. The price was right. I'm banking that there's one good song on here.
Is that Definitely Maybe?
Yes.
Okay.
If it was free, it still wasn't right.
That's got Rock and Roll Star on it, right?
Yes.
You'll like that song, I bet.
Cool.
Yeah,
that's the way it goes with me and Oasis. They got one good song on every album, so if I paid $1 for it, it's one song. Why not? You pay 99 cents for a download. I got a whole CD for that price.
I love that one and Morning Glory. But that's just.
I got this Eric Clapton CD.
What is that one?
It's called Reptile.
What is on there?
A picture of a little kid. I don't know what song.
Picture of a little kid.
A bunch of stuff I never heard of.
That's what's on there.
What year did it come out?
I have no idea. It's too dark in here to tell. I don't know. But I figured, the price was right. Try it out. I've heard of Eric Clapton. I know he can. I know he's got the ability to rock. I've heard Cream albums. Maybe there's 1 or 2 good ones on there for the price. I say, what the hell?
I think I've heard of it. It is a later one.
I got Nirvana. This is I think the last thing that came out was Incesticide, and it's got a bunch of unreleased stuff on it. Well, was unreleased at the time. There's actually, Nirvana's not one of them bands I say, list is my favorites, but when I listen to it, I always kind of kind of rock out to it a little bit. I mean, some of their songs really are fucking catchy, real riff rock. And I love riff rock, I love AC/DC, and, even there's like a tone down some of that going on in there. Not through the whole thing, but it's all right.
Cool. All right. So is that
okay?
It for you?
Cool. That gives me hope for it. I'm hoping to check it out and maybe find something on it I like. So we'll see. I'll give it a shot. But I haven't had a chance to listen to any of these yet. Even these ones here, and these are the ones I actually paid a little more for and was excited about. Start with this one here. There we go. The first Nazareth album.
That's a good one.
Okay, now you're getting better.
Yeah, no, I love Nazareth. Especially, see, that's the thing. I always had Hair of the Dog. I knew about that album. I've known that album. That album's been a part of my life since I was a little tiny kid. I remember sitting in front of my grandma's record player, listening to my Aunt Pam's Nazareth album, and I think she probably only bought it because it had Love Hurts on it. Yeah. But I remember being so little, listening to that, looking at the album cover, that I thought the dog monsters on the album cover, I thought that was the band. I thought they were like the Muppets or something. It was scary. And I remember like sitting there staring at the album cover and listening to those heavy rock songs and being kind of freaked out by them because I thought, I didn't think they sounded human or whatever. Mm-hmm. But that's how long Nazareth's been in my life. So I've been trying to expand out more. I've got some newer Nazareth stuff. I could say newer, maybe from the 80s and 90s that I've picked up. And I don't know, not quite the same, but I know this early one's got to be good. That's probably the next one going in the CD player. All right, what else did I get? Oh, I'm looking forward to checking this out. This is KXM.
That's a good record.
Yeah, good deal. I knew it would be, and so I gave a couple extra bucks than I would normally like to give away for CDs.
Yeah,
but
you'll like that one.
I mean, look who's in the band. How can this not be awesome? And then, Ron will like this. I was talking about bands like this not too long ago.
I can't make it out.
Funkadelic, baby.
Oh, okay.
You are on that Funkadelic trip.
Up for the downstroke.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. It's funky. I like it.
That's my motto.
It's funky. I like it.
There's a little like promo clip from Casablanca Records you can watch on YouTube for that record, and it shows George Clinton walking all through the street, and he's wearing Gene Simmons' platform shoes.
Oh wow, cool.
Yeah,
because they were on Casablanca. You know what's cool about them? You know how it's Funkadelic, and then there's Parliament, and then there's Parliament and Funkadelic.
Right.
It's because he basically was on two different record labels at the same time. This guy was a pimp. He was so smart. And he was on signed with Casablanca as Funkadelic or Parliament, one of the two. And then he was signed to a different record label as Funkadelic, but it was basically the same thing. Right. But he was getting paid on both sides. Pretty awesome. I like that. I watched a thing about them. Pretty neat. And Eddie Hazel, man, awesome guitar player. That's what's really getting me into this is how awesome the bass playing is. The drumming is all solid, and the guitar playing is really good in it. So, it's funky and it's weird and different, but man, there's some real hard rock elements buried deep into some of that stuff. Yeah. And then this is the last one I got that I paid a little bit more, which I was surprised to find this. There we go.
Dirty Looks.
My very first Dirty CD. So I've heard about this band for years, and people have said that they were one of the most unsung bands that came up in the era where that music was getting cut off, and it was time for grunge to rise. And I've heard it over and over again. People talk about Dirty Looks as, this is the band that would have been huge, massive had they come out a few years earlier. So when I saw that was actually $10. And I thought, where the hell else am I going to find a Dirty Looks CD for $10? I've never seen one anywhere in person in my life. So I'll do it. I'll spend the money because I've heard so many good things about it. And so I got that one. And that's not even their most famous one.
No, it's not.
I got over here to show. This is pretty
I think the one I got is the
What's the name of that
The
one?
more popular one. I don't know if
Cool
it's
from the Wire.
Cool
from the Wire. That's it.
Yeah, that's the one I think everybody talks about, but this one ain't that. So we'll see. And then I got this cool shirt. It was a Christmas present from my good friend Chris Sinzak.
Yep.
Milwaukee. Does everybody get the joke? Anybody?
It's a Wayne's World reference.
You're supposed to let them guess.
Oh, well,
so not only is it a Milwaukee and a Wisconsin shirt, technically, it's an Alice Cooper shirt too.
That's right.
So if somebody comes up and says, "Oh man, cool Alice Cooper shirt," I'm gonna know they're awesome. It's like an awesome detector. Thank you, Chris. Awesome.
You're welcome. I had a feeling you would like it.
Yeah, that's very cool.
I saw it. I was like, that says Aaron Camaro to me, so I'm going to order it.
Totally.
Of course, totally. I also learned the lesson that you live in Old Hickory, Tennessee, and not Nashville, Tennessee.
That's right.
I put Nashville, and the damn thing got returned, and I had to get it resent.
That must have been what happened with mine. It got lost in the mail or something, right, Chris?
Yeah, we'll go with that, Ron. Oh man! All right, is that the last thing you had?
That's it.
All right, Ron, what do you have?
I don't have a whole lot. I do got the shirt.
Yes,
that is a cool shirt, man. I've never seen that before.
I like that one. The shirt's cooler than the movie.
So it's kind of far away and hard to see, but does it look like Ace and Peter, or does it look like Tommy and Eric?
Better look like
Eric looks like, though the Peter one looks like Lou Ferrigno.
Oh yeah.
I don't think it really looks like any of them.
It kind of looks like the Psycho Circus drawings.
Yeah,
it's cool though, man. I like that.
Yeah, it does, but I've never seen it before. So,
man, imagine if we could remake that and make it really cool, like have like the effects and stuff of today.
Oh, remake the movie?
Yeah, remake the movie, but make it awesome. Don't make it so goofy. Well,
Baco wants Paul Stanley to direct the sequel to it. He has a whole petition on it.
Featuring or Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Opera, or Phantom of the Park, featuring the music of Soul Station.
Soul Station. Ugh. Somebody was
Peter sits down with the girl and sings "Ooh Baby Baby."
Yeah. Somebody on Metal Sludge was wanting to ask about the record, and they were calling it Asshole Station.
The only CD I got this week, a little late to the game, but.
Oh, is that the Kiefer? Yeah, the Tom Kiefer.
Oh, is that out now?
Yeah, it's been out for a while.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
I thought it was brand new, but
you didn't care for it.
I didn't like it.
I was gonna say, I didn't even know it was out. That's funny, man. I did so much research for my 2020 list, and I didn't even see that anywhere.
I think that's a 2019 album, isn't it?
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah,
I think it is. Yeah,
like over a year.
I don't think it made either one of our lists last year then either.
No.
That's what I mean. It threw me off that I thought it was a brand new one, and so I picked it up, and I was like, no, actually, this is one I already had on the iPod, and yeah, it's not as good as this other one.
We're only gonna do Bill Haley covers.
Oh God.
1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, happy days.
Ron, is that the only thing you got this week?
That's about it. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you like it?
I said it's not as good as his first one.
No, not at all.
How does it compare to Night Songs?
No.
Long Cold Winter? No.
No. There's a couple songs on there that I thought were pretty good, and the title track I really couldn't get into. That was like
it's just a plotting record. It doesn't really go anywhere. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It's not as the one before it had like some life to it. This one just sounds like it was just churned out to me.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
Because Tom Kiefer's awesome.
Oh,
yeah, he is. So I hope he comes out with something this year, maybe, and comes out with something better.
Yeah. So, all right. So I got a few things. I got some vinyl, but first I stumbled upon this as I'm redoing my office, which will probably take a year. But this is That's Eric Carr in Toronto on the Creatures of the Night tour.
I remember those things.
That's an original photograph from Bert Dickey, who was the photographer.
We had a bunch of them. I think we sent some to VIPs at one time.
We did. Yeah, I had a bunch. I've parsed out most of them, which somebody had asked me about. Getting a one of the Knucklebones figures, but I don't get into like the toy aspect of rock and roll collecting. I just like the music and the printed stuff. That's pretty much it for me. I'm kind of boring. I got something that'll make Aaron Camaro jealous, I think. How about this?
Oh yeah, awesome.
It's the vinyl.
I got all that stuff on CD though.
The back. I know, but it looks so much cooler on vinyl.
Yeah, and they're remixed by Michael Wagner too. Even the songs he didn't originally produce. Yeah, that's really cool.
But it's.
I lived it, man.
It's awesome. Yeah,
I was around when Hair of the Dog was the #1 band in the world.
You were around when I didn't know who Hair of the Dog was.
In Lincoln County and Marathon County, Wisconsin.
Here's another one. I just went through some of my vinyl and found some cool stuff. That's a great one.
Oh yeah, gotta love that.
Assault Attack by Michael Schenker. Anybody a Michael Schenker fan in the comments? Some cool stuff there.
Does that one got Robin McCauley on it?
No, this was before he joined the band. Graham Bonnet was the singer at this time.
Oh yeah, Graham Bonnet's a good singer too, though.
Yeah. My brother's gonna reboot Kiss Meets the Phantom. Oh boy,
do it. I might move to California to help him
He's gonna put some of those Star Wars effects in there.
That'd be awesome. That's what I always said. Phantom of the Park, not enough force and not enough lightsabers.
Yeah.
More lightsaber battles.
Here's the last thing I got. This is a bootleg LP. Alice Cooper in Saginaw, Michigan, 1978.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
And he plays $1 Billion Babies, I'm 18, Is It My Body, The Black Widow, You and Me. Only this is when From the Inside was out.
Wait a minute, what year? Oh, okay.
78. Only Women Bleed, Unfinished Sweet, Escape, I Love the Dead, Go to Hell, I Never Cry, and School's Out.
Hell yeah, that's an awesome set list.
I bought this at Rockin' Pod like 2 years ago.
Yeah?
Yeah, from one of the dealers. Speaking of Rockin' Pod, big announcement coming 2 weeks from today. So
why don't you just go ahead and tell us now?
I can't do that. Spoil all the fun. But I'm gonna.
Fun for who?
Well, for me. Well, I might as well mention it here since I can't post it on fucking Facebook. But no, we're gonna announce the dates and location and all that good stuff.
Very cool.
And
I'm
probably
excited.
a handful of the guests too. So yeah,
I'm
working on that right now. But yeah, it's been a busy week working on a lot of Rockin' Pod related stuff.
I see concerts and stuff are starting to kind of start back up, man. I got an invite to a show in Shelbyville the other day. I'm not going. I'd like to. Too far away for me to go party and try to get home.
Yeah. There's a few clubs downtown.
See stuff starting to open.
There's a few clubs downtown still doing shows. It just depends on the venue.
Yeah.
So, will Vinny be in the area then too? For what? Well, for Rockin' Pod?
Oh, geez, you scared me. I thought Vinny was in the area.
That's the big announcement.
You'd hear the boots clicking coming up on you. Yeah, I can't. Well, Vinny will not be involved. I can say that much. But I can't say when it's going to happen. But I will in 2 weeks. Baco and Ken Mills mud wrestling. No,
I'd pay to see that.
I tried, but I couldn't afford their guarantees. It just didn't work out. Those are too demanding. Divas.
They demand it be Jell-O, and it's always flavors we've never heard of. They don't carry it in the store.
They've got a mud wrestle as Gene Simmons and Sebastian Bach, though.
Yeah.
Speaking of another person who will never go to Rockin' Pod, Sebastian Bach. Oh man.
I'll talk him into it.
Please don't.
Please don't.
We want to have fun.
Yeah. I don't want to babysit Sebastian Bach all day. Oh man. Now we've had a good record of guests that are on their good behavior for the most part.
Let's not ruin that streak.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, anyway,
I did get an out of the blue friend request the other
From Vinny
day. It was
Vincent?
pretty cool.
From
Nope.
who?
Much better.
Who's
Bruce
that?
Kulick.
Oh, right on.
He sent you a friend request?
So why do you say it like that?
I don't know. Right after it came out of my mouth, I was like, that probably sounded bad.
That's the same thing my wife said.
Bruce Kulick sent you a friend request. Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Well, you and Bruce go way back, right? You guys like hung out together back in the day.
Yeah, me and BK.
Yeah, Rock and Ron shot Bruce Kulick one time.
Oh, it was him.
Yeah, it was Braun.
I'd rather you guys get Vinny from Sponge than Vin. We might actually get Vinny from Sponge because I know somebody that Drew 40 is good friends with him, and he's told me, he's like, I can get Vinny from Sponge to come. I might do that just to drive BJ Cramp crazy because he hates Sponge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he hate sponge or just sponge baths?
I don't want to know.
Okay.
Well, how come he doesn't get banned then?
That's on
Sebastian Bach, yeah.
That's on Twitter, not Facebook.
It's on Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I don't do Twitter.
Being crazy political is encouraged on Twitter.
Pretty much.
Maybe I need to go to Twitter.
But I can't. I wanted to go shut it down, but I can't remember what my password was because I like set it up and never, ever did anything with it. And I'd like to just get rid of it, but I can't figure out what my password was.
No, I did not. But us and 3,000 other Kiss related podcasts have done that topic already.
Yeah.
So, but good for him for doing it.
I remember years ago when Cobras and Fire did their thing where they made the solo albums into one album.
Yeah.
And I was so mad. I was like, that's such a great idea. You know, now we can't do it because they did it. And then I realized, well, now this other show's doing it.
They're
doing it too. And now they're doing it.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we could do it.
I went on podcast and did it with them.
Yeah. But I remember being upset. It's like, those motherfuckers, they got such good ideas. They're stealing them all. Stealing them before I can think of them.
Sorry to Eric here, but hey, welcome to Decibel Geek TV. Blame it on Facebook, though.
Oh, yeah, that's right. People that normally would watch this on Facebook.
I didn't know you had to create a YouTube account to watch YouTube. Is that true? I thought you could
to comment.
Oh,
to comment, you would have to.
Yeah.
Comment. Yeah, maybe.
That's cool.
I don't know, Chris. I'm still figuring out this whole internet thing.
Well,
it's all new.
Since Friday Night Live's a different thing, we should probably do that Kiss solo album idea on one of these in the future.
Yeah, we'll do it right now. All Ace Frehley songs, 3 Paul Stanley songs. That's it.
I'm just gonna pick. That's the kind of sugar Papa likes and play it 10 times in a row.
The maxi single. I kind of like that song.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's actually kind of one of the better ones, at least.
Yeah, that's like the best song on the Peter Criss solo album. Come on, man.
You're on crack if you think that song's terrible.
It's funky. You need more funkadelic in your life. You can learn to appreciate a song like that.
Yeah, I like some songs on that record. I don't like that one though.
You like Kiss the Girl Goodbye.
Yeah, it's better than Kiss the Girl Goodbye. Come on.
I like I Can't Stop the Rain. I think
I like that.
Was it Easy Thing's a decent song?
Easy, it's all right, I guess.
Yeah.
I think is that about it? I don't think of anything else I like. Yeah, I don't think I like anything else other than those two.
What about the cover song? Hooked on Rock and Roll.
No, that you're thinking of Tossing and Turning.
Oh, Tossing and Turning. Yeah, I like both of those.
That one's a decent cover. And actually, I like the way Kiss did it on the Dynasty tour on that Largo video.
Yeah,
I thought it was cool.
He should have got Ace Frehley to play on his whole album.
Yeah.
Gene too. Well, Gene Simmons had all kinds of cool guitar players, and they couldn't even help him.
Mm-hmm. Although that album's aged better for me than I used to. I used to really despise it. There's a few songs I do like on it now, though.
Yeah, I mean there are a couple.
Actually, if I'm in the right mood, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm rocking out, then something from that comes on, I skip it.
Well, if I'm in,
but
Gene Simmons' 78 solo album is the one you put on for lovemaking?
No.
Man of 1,000 faces.
I'm going
for
to
the
keep
visual.
Oh man.
Well, actually, if I'm in the right mood, I can get into the Peter Criss solo album, but that's only if I'm in the mood to listen to shitty music.
Right. Yeah. I need something just one level above Jimmy Buffett. No further.
Yeah,
there you go.
My mom's a big Jimmy Buffett fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, she loves him.
Some people do.
Yeah.
I like some of his stuff.
He's the
That was your cue to cut Ron off.
Oh, okay. How's that?
When he says things like that, you got to push the button. Oh man.
What kind of mood?
I'm cracking myself up tonight.
See, that's the problem. You guys are too young. You didn't grow up in the 70s.
Look at the whiteness in my beard.
No.
I didn't tell me I'm too young.
I had to put up with all that AM gold when I was a kid. So, you know.
You had a copy.
You know what? There's some good stuff mixed in there, though. I mean, you think about AM Gold, like I think about like Baker Street by Jerry Rafferty and stuff like that. I don't say some of that stuff I like. There's a lot of old AM Gold that I wish like somebody would go back and do like Pilson and Lynch did, but instead of doing like popular pop songs, do like AM Gold songs and rock them out. Because like look what the Foo Fighters did with Baker Street.
Yeah,
freaking awesome when they added, raunchy guitars to it. Man, I like that.
Lay off the peyote.
Somebody needs to rock out to Horse with No Name or something like that.
So I could see that one being metaled out. I could. Ooh, yeah.
I've been through the desert. On a horse with no name.
I could do it. That'd be awesome.
What about this song?
If you want to get down on these hairy balls, why don't you jump right in? Hey. It's a crotch party right up in here. Why don't you lick on this big John?
Stop it, Dale. Stop it. Stop it.
Was that Parliament or Funkadelic?
It was Step Brothers. Oh,
had a groove. I could
that
dance
was
to it.
Backstage with the Village People.
All right, then listen.
Boom, boom, boom.
Oh man. All right, so what do we want to do?
You got your Smash Trash all set up?
Yeah, you want to do that next?
What do we got? We're about 1 hour in. I don't know. Ron ain't been doing nothing this whole time. He's just been sitting there staring at his computer. Make Ron do something.
I've been trying to fix
Dance,
this
monkey dance.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Make
us laugh, now. Ron.
I give up. No, because you guys just cut me off when I.
We do that.
You take me out when I do it.
We don't do that to you, Ron. We do it for you. When you're a little older, you'll understand.
We do it for the audience.
Yeah. I have to go get some more beer. I am all out. I got empty cans. It's not right. I don't have.
You got to be like me.
I don't have a bucket to pour all these beers in and just slug out of it like Ron does.
Yeah, I stock up here.
Ron, do something entertaining for a little while. I'll be right back.
I don't know if anybody's done a rock.
Oh, Eagles of Death Metal
does
a cool cover of that song.
Aaron had the answer. All right.
All right, Chris, do you got Kisses Take It Off on there?
Take it off?
Yeah.
What,
I'm gonna get entertained now.
No, I'm not playing something that's gonna make you take clothes off. All right. So what do I have on here anyway? Yeah. No. All right. All right, we'll do our smash up.
Here.
Wanna rock and roll all night and party every day.
He looks so depressed. He looks so depressed when you get done doing that. Like, damn, what did I just do?
All right. I did actually see something cool that actually got me emotional. I'm not ashamed to admit.
What's that?
Somebody posted a video of Tommy Shaw with the youth orchestra, Cleveland Youth Orchestra, something like that. And it was a whole bunch of kids on an orchestra, and he was playing a bunch of Styx songs, but one of my favorite Styx songs is Crystal Ball.
Mm-hmm.
And man, they did that awesome.
I don't think I even know that song.
You don't even know that song?
Was it one of the radio hits?
Somewhat. It was an older one, like mid 70s.
If I heard it, I'd probably remember it, but I don't know it off the top of my head.
It's a good message for these days.
They're having a separate conversation in here, and I don't even know what the hell they're talking about. Most of those places. But speaking of that, yeah, I'm gonna try to see if Tommy Shaw can come to Rockin' Pod because he lives here.
Tommy Shaw does?
Yep.
All right.
Damn.
Get him on.
I'm seeing like 3 more people I know getting this Facebook blocking. This is not. I'm wondering if it's like a cyber attack more than anything else now. That's crazy.
I seen a whole bunch of people got it, and then now obviously it affects this now too.
Well,
So it really pisses me off that they're blocking it on Facebook here. Because then people won't even get to look at the replay later on.
Well, you can always, at least we have it on YouTube. I mean, that's good. But,
well, I hope they get it fixed by next week.
Yeah, because I guess I'd go ahead and say it on here now because I got the confirmation today. Jason Beeler is going to be on here next week. So we will talk all things.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, we will talk all things the new Baron von Bielski album. And I'm sure we'll talk some Saigon Kick, and he'll answer you guys' questions. And he's also agreed to take me on and beat the geek. And if tradition holds, as it has on Friday Night Live, I'm sure I'll get my ass kicked just like I have been. So should be fun.
Yeah, but couldn't get beat by a nicer guy.
Yeah.
Beeler's awesome, and he's funny as hell. So
yeah, I'm excited to see him.
That'll be a good show. If Facebook will allow it.
Yeah. Well,
there we go. Yeah, it was the Contemporary Youth Orchestra. That's what it was.
Yeah.
That was pretty awesome.
I'll check that out. And I'm holding back from making a joke that you're bringing up the Contemporary Youth Orchestra.
Yeah. Ian isn't on. He isn't watching. So
yeah, but I got to carry on to the tradition, you know. Ron is about Jaeger and smokes. Will be a great album title. Oh, okay.
I got Jaeger and I got smokes.
I saw that he got inducted to the White Castle Hall of Fame, and then I think somebody brought up that he's a vegetarian. So I don't know how that works.
White Castle's got a Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that's the more newsworthy story, isn't it? That White Castle has a Hall of Fame.
The only one I would know would be in that is what is that? Harold and Kumar.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't had we have White Castle here in Nashville, but I don't think I've eaten there in 15, 20 years.
I don't think we do. I don't think we got any here. We actually just got a couple of In-N-Out burgers.
I wish we would get that here.
which I actually found one in California when I was out there and went, and it was all right, but I didn't know what all the hype was about. But man, they was packed. Like, you had to get in line and like drive through, and it was like wrapped around blocks. So if you got there at like 2:00 in the afternoon, you wouldn't get up to the drive-through until like 9 or 10 o'clock at night. And so it was just crazy. But then the other side of it, then they had to close them down because they had a COVID outbreak. Like 100 cases of COVID from the In-N-Out Burger. So like, well, that's what happens when you go to a new restaurant and pack it in the middle of a pandemic. So
we've got the southern equivalent here, which is called Crystal with a K, but I don't think I've eaten at a Crystal in probably 5 years either. Just
Alice Cooper's in the Hall of Fame. White Castle Hall of Fame. What the hell is the White Castle Hall of Fame? What?
I guess it's.
I mean, because they
eat White Castle.
They eat White
the Beastie
Castle?
Boys got to be in it, right?
Yeah.
First year inductions, Beastie Boys, I would think.
Yeah, they mentioned them in all those songs.
Yeah. White Castle sucks. I remember the first time I ever ate at a White Castle. So we were going down to Milwaukee, and the person I was with was so excited because we were going to get White Castle. And I'm thinking it's a burger, so I ordered one.
You ordered one?
And I'm like, what is this? And then I realized that was my first time I ever knew what like sliders were, because they slide in and they slide out shortly thereafter.
That's why they call them sliders.
But yeah, we got Crystal here in Tennessee, which is better than White Castle, I think. Not much, but a little better.
They have a great drive-through, don't they, Aaron?
Huh?
They have a great drive-through at Crystal.
Oh, yeah.
Inside joke.
We're still dealing with that. Yeah, VIPs might remember that story.
All right, so before I get into Smash or Trash for this week, we played something last week, Aaron, that is so bad that I have to play it again because you need to hear this.
Okay, yeah. I've heard the legend of it. I've heard the legend, but I haven't got to hear the song. Hey, I got a question quick before we do that.
Yeah.
So are we not able to have you do an open challenge? Can people not call in or phone in or whatever?
No, they can. I just
we can still do that through Facebook?
Through YouTube? Well, not
or YouTube,
well,
I mean.
It's done through StreamYard. So
okay.
We'll send. I guess before we get into Smash or Trash, let's do
Smash
or Trash.
Let's do Smash or Trash.
Yeah, and then we'll share the link out.
Okay.
But we're gonna pick somebody at random that is willing in the comments to take me on and beat the geek tonight. So
the Chris Sinzak Open Challenge.
Yeah. So
beat the geek.
If you want to challenge me and beat the geek, you gotta be willing to come on camera and use your mic. And say so in the comments, and then after we finish Smash or Trash, we'll go through the comments and see who volunteered and how are we going to pick the person.
And I've got the link in
make Ron do it.
All right, we'll let Ron do it.
I've got the link in a banner.
But we got to wait till we pick somebody.
Ticker to go across.
All right, let's hear this song. Let's hear this awesome song everybody keeps telling me about.
Oh, man. I need to take a break.
What's the band called?
Let me give you some preliminary information.
Okay. All right.
Let me find it. Smash or Trash for last week.
I'm with you, Kay.
I gotta hear it now. Everybody's been talking about it.
I'm sorry, Mighty K. You're gonna have to sit through it again. All right, so I'm gonna say the name of this artist, and let's see if you can guess.
I'm scared I'm gonna like it.
It's somebody you've heard of, and they are famous, but they're not famous for music. Although they're famous for their poor attempts at doing music.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if you can figure out who it is. Does that tip you off at all?
So they're not famous for music,
No.
but they're famous for making bad music?
Yeah, well, they're famous for acting, but they want to be a singer in the worst way possible, and everything they've released is terrible. And this might be the worst thing they've ever released.
Is it? Do you want me to guess now? Or do you want me to wait? Is it the Hoff?
No, but
No?
it's a single person. It's not a band, but it's somebody from the. I'll give you another clue. He was a child star of the '80s.
And I've
You're
got
not
a
about to
hint.
play me some Ricky Schroeder country music, are you?
No,
Okay, good.
but you're about right.
I've actually got a hint
All right.
because, unfortunately for me, my son is named after this person.
Oh shit! Rock and Ron Runyon came out with an album.
No, my son.
Oh,
You're gonna wish he had after you hear this.
I don't know. I don't know.
And I hate to admit that. So does he.
All right, I'll give you I'll give you another hint. He was a famous child, like teeny bopper star, and he was always around another child teeny bopper star that had the same first name.
Oh, okay. All right. Now I know who you're talking about. You're talking
Which
about
was
Corey
also
Feldman.
named after my son.
Yeah,
You're talking about Corey Feldman.
that's correct.
Yeah, I know. Over the years, like, because I always liked him when I was a kid, man. I loved The Lost Boys, and I loved the movies that guy was in, and Corey
good
Haim,
actor.
too.
Yeah.
And every time he'd come out with something, I'd be like, oh, man, he's an L.A. guy. He was around, he was a teenager in the time of the strip, I'm sure he's seen some awesome bands and partied with awesome rock stars. It had to have rubbed off, right? So every time he'd come out with something, I'd want to check it out, hoping it would be good, and it never really is.
I love that my ears are already bleeding again.
All right. Well, let's hear it then.
Okay.
Come on, man. Maybe this is the one.
Right. So some background. The first single from Corey's forthcoming EP entitled Love Returns. Love Returns is the soon-to-be sampler album from the long-awaited box set celebrating the 25th anniversary of Corey's first album, Love Left.
Wow.
So Corey's been known for like trying to do pop stuff all this time, right? So
Yeah.
this is a case where he's trying to do rock and roll.
You're going to love the Peter Criss album after this.
This is Corey
This
Feldman.
is the heavier side of Corey Feldman. Here we go.
Yeah, it's called Rock and Revolution.
All right. Sounds good. I hear a guitar.
Time has come. We need a real solution. Silent screams. Seize rockin' revolution. Take the
I want rockin'.
guitar shredding militia. We want peace.
Wow.
Need a rockin' revolution. Sleepwalking anger from images we receive. So much corruption, we don't know who to believe. Inside the matrix, a web tangled with lies. Causing mass confusion, it all leads to demise. We need it.
You heard enough?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I don't know, man. It kind of sounds like one of them old 70s bands. It's better than Soul Station. I'll give it that.
At least it's no auto tune going on there.
No. No guitar tune either. We don't need to tune these guitars or my vocals. There you go. Good advice. Yeah. Like I said, it reminds me like Uriah Heep, maybe their first album before they could afford a producer, or like a demo. It sounds like a demo.
Come on, Bushy. There is no way you like that.
I mean, it's not. I don't think it's as terrible as you guys made it sound. Yeah, he's not really a great singer, and
you're right. It's worse than I made it sound.
I don't know. I don't think it's that terrible.
Actually, hearing it again, the music isn't too bad.
Yeah, it kind of jams.
All right, that's better.
You can't hear me, can you? God damn it.
Oh man, now I know what it feels like to be Chris Sinzak on Facebook.
I need to get that Law and Order.
Yeah, you and me
sound.
both.
Delete.
You are restricted from commenting on Friday Night Live anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Zuckerberg's gonna
It
get
is
me here,
okay. Like that middle part kind of jams a little bit. He's not a good singer.
Well, I can safely say that you will like everything else I have for Smash or Trash a lot more than that.
Okay, great.
Although if you don't, I'm really going to be like, what the hell?
There's something good, dude.
Okay, good. I like it.
Smash or Trash.
All right.
And I got ice now, so everybody
official.
leave me alone.
You like how I got Barry White to do that voiceover? It's pretty cool.
Oh, that was awesome.
All right. So let me
Smash
get
or trash.
Sucker.
Smash or Trash. Rock. Ugh, now I'm singing it.
You sound just like Corey Feldman.
I know.
Aaron needs to get Hulk Hogan to do it, though.
That don't work for me, brother.
I'm going to smash or trash you, brother. Uh-oh.
Shit. Hang on.
What happened?
Oh.
Oh,
Wow,
man. I thought Facebook found us here.
There was some
Thought
business
you could
going
get
on
away,
there.
huh? Delete.
No, I'm trying to get through the thing to share the wheel.
I seen those porn videos on there. No wonder you got restricted.
Spin the wheel.
Of course you saw them. You sent them to me wrong.
You kept them.
Well, I can't get the damn. Hang on. What the hell's going on here? Am I banned from sharing the wheel now? too?
Facebook is just messing us up tonight.
Move tab.
Facebook does not appreciate your comments about Corey Feldman. I'll tell you.
Now I lost my cherry.
Boy, we've gotten weird. All right.
But I thought you already told me you already named all your kids after characters in the Lost Boys.
What the fuck? Why is it not letting me do that?
No, my ex-wife did.
Oh.
And I was oblivious. So yeah,
That's
my
not
son's name is Corey, and when we was trying to pick out names, she was like, "How about Corey?" and even did it Corey.
Yeah.
All right.
And I was
Well,
like, "Yeah, that sounds fine. That's good."
well,
And then
fucking-
after he was born and named, then she admitted, "I did it because I had a big crush on Corey Haim and Corey Feldman." I was like, "Oh shit! Now my kid's got to grow up with the namesake of those two."
I like those guys. I think they were cool. I mean, Lost Boys alone, man.
all right.
They were good in Lost Boys.
But that's same thing. You know, we were younger than you, so those guys were cool to us.
So here's the deal. I've got the wheel set up, but fucking StreamYard's not letting me like pull up the window that the wheel's in. So I will have to spin the wheel and tell you what it lands on. And we've got 4 bands.
And we're supposed to trust you.
Yeah, exactly. So do we want to should I even bother doing the spinning the wheel since we can't see it? Or
No,
let's
I
just
want to.
go
I
ahead.
want to feel like the wheel is really spinning.
Oh, brother.
No, I'm
right.
just kidding. Go ahead. Whatever. Pick
All right.
whatever.
All right. So the first one is a band called King Zebra. And this is a song that was produced and mixed by Oscar Nilsson, who worked with Hank Von Hell. I know you know that name, Aaron.
Heck yeah, from Turbo Negro.
And mastered by Thomas Johansson, who worked with Soilwork, Thunder Mother, and Firewind. So this is
Okay. All right.
promising. I'll start. This
Yeah.
is King Zebra with a song called She Don't Like My Rock and Roll.
Thunder Mother.
I'm standing in the middle of
What do we think on that one?
I don't know. It's okay, I guess. I don't like, you know me, I don't like saxophony rock. That's
phony.
got, I hear it in there. I don't like it. I don't care for that.
Was that sexual harassment?
Totally. Yeah. Those guys are a bunch of sax offenders. And I don't appreciate it. Trash.
Trash. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm going to say smash. I kind of thought the horns were cool. That was a different vibe. But overall, decent song. I don't know, Ron, you like it?
I'm going to have to say smash. I liked it. I was kind of digging it. Wasn't too bad.
Mixed
Get rid of the
reaction.
saxophones and I'd have probably put it up there.
Sounds like a B-side on a mid-90s LA Guns record. Well, Aaron would like it if that were the case.
No, because they always put their saxophony songs on the B-sides too, because they knew where they belonged.
Well, I was afraid when you put the cover up there, it said, I don't like my rock and Ron.
No, that's my album. It hasn't come out yet. All right. So it looks like
It's kind of mixed.
it's leaning more in the trash direction as we go. So I guess overall people are saying trash.
Started out, people,
You guys.
some
don't know what
people
you're
were
talking about.
saying smash. Now they're saying trash. So it's
A little mix. I see.
kind of mixed.
All right.
All right.
Play something
Depends
better,
on your
man.
taste, I guess.
So
All right.
far, Corey Feldman's in the lead.
All right. The next one.
I wouldn't go that far.
No, come on. No. Wait. All right. Just for that, I'm taking you out of here. That's it.
What the hell?
All right.
Finally, somebody other than me.
All right. So next one is the new song from Wigwam.
Ah!
Oh, yeah, okay, cool. I've heard a lot of good things about this band.
Yeah. So
Well, I mean, they've been around forever, right?
Yeah, Norway's Wigwam are reunited and back in the ring with an exciting new album,
Cool.
aptly titled Never Say Die. The record showcases all the elements that helped the band develop the monster reputation they are known for: driving energy, unstoppable force, and never-ending fun. This record comes out next Friday. It's called Never Say Die on Frontiers Records. Aaron and I know a little bit about them.
Now this is the one I told you guys a couple of weeks ago that I checked into them, and they used to be really glammy,
Mm-hmm.
like real glam rock, like the Swede or stuff like that, and real flashy clothes and all of that stuff. And with this new one, they're really rocking it up. So I think you guys are going to like this one.
All right, this is Wigwam with a song called Kilimanjaro.
Oh, and then it starts out real slow here. All right, there we go.
Quiet down, Ron.
Can you smell the smoke from the lost highways? Banditos on a run in the glory days. Beating all the odds on the reckless ride. Shooting shotguns, playing with their lives.
This Blaze of Glory. All right, Wigwam.
Canadian glam country.
That's well said.
I don't know about all that.
Kinda
I don't know.
sounded
Usually
like,
I'm the positive one, and tonight I'm feeling kind of negative on some of these songs. I don't know. I don't know about that one. I feel like there's probably stuff this band has done that I would like better because the elements are all there.
right.
You know, there's clearly good musicians in the band. The guy's a good singer. But again, yeah, it kind of sounds like a a Bon Jovi kind of song to me, and I don't really dig it. So, I always said I would check out more of this band, and I really need to. But for this song, trash.
I'm saying smash. Of course, I like Bon Jovi, so I like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it worked for me.
You guys would like this.
Yeah, and you
I'm
like
just
Corey
kidding.
Feldman's song. So what is that?
So
say?
far, Corey Feldman's in the lead.
You can't be serious. You take the Corey Feldman song over that?
He did coke and grass.
Oh, boy.
And a lot of it.
And you did too, apparently.
What? Never.
I swear, though, I don't know if that's one of the songs that I heard or not, but they got some more rockin' tunes. So I'll agree with Christian here. I have to.
Yeah, I'd like to hear the rest.
I'm going to get the album, and I'll let you guys know what I think.
But those guys have been around for a long, long time, and I can't think of any of their songs. So I mean, obviously maybe they broke bigger in Canada than they did here in the States. But do you think a name like Wigwam kind of hurts a band? You know, they're named after an Indian living hut.
Yeah.
Right? That's what a wigwam is?
I think so.
Well, that's what I say too.
I had an awesome band. We named it TP. We never went anywhere.
Need teepee for my bunghole.
Right.
That's what I said. I
said
I hadn't heard nothing about this band till a few weeks ago when I saw the video that Frontiers put out of them.
Yeah.
And I think they put out a couple of videos now to promote this new album. Actually, they're pretty good. The singer sings for, what did I say? Ammunition?
Like he trades his performances for bullets? We'll sing for ammunition.
I think it was Ammunition. Yeah, it was. With Eric Mortensen from Eclipse.
Oh, Eric Mortensen.
Which I love anything he does, so.
I guess. What's in a name, though? I don't know what the fuck a foghat is, but I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, what do I know?
It is a goofy name. Wigwam, I don't know.
So
But,
there's two left, and one of them I'm really not wanting to play because I know that no one's going to like it, so I'm not going to play it. So we'll just do one more.
Okay. Well, this is the last chance to beat Corey Feldman. I hope they got what it takes.
Well, not to call you out, Chris, but
TP. Yeah, that's right.
I noticed last week when we did the Smasher Trash, you still had one left on there that you didn't play.
I should do that one instead, shouldn't I?
Busted.
And actually,
busted by Rock and Ron.
Considering the
you're right.
Considering the tease that we would be giving,
So
I think that's the better one to play.
Let me make sure I still have it on here because I don't.
The tease. What the hell are you guys talking about?
I don't have it on here.
Some kind of big secret?
Actually,
Rock and Ron knows behind the scenes.
I can put it on here real quick. No, I just announced when you were up that we're going to have Jason Beeler on next week.
Oh, nice. Awesome.
I want to rock and roll all night and party every day.
I think she wants a live performance. Come on, Ron. Rock and Ron Capella. Let's hear it.
When I get to the halfway mark here.
You barely been drinking on that thing.
You got half an hour.
I had to refill it with ice, so that because all my ice melted. But
now it's a Jaeger bucket float. Put some ice cream in it. Bet you that'd be pretty good, wouldn't it? A Jaeger bomb float with ice cream in it?
Actually, it might be.
Now I know what to have for breakfast.
All right.
All right.
Okay, well, let's hear this mystery song that everybody's so shh about.
Well, it was because I announced that he was.
We're getting there too, Joel.
The sad thing is,
so you're playing the Jason Beeler song?
Yeah.
Oh, I've been wanting to hear this.
Yeah. So the sad thing is last week I was like, thinking back on last week, and I was like, did I play that Jason Beeler song and forget about it? It's like that tells you where my head was. But yeah, so Jason Bieler is going to put out his new record next Friday, which he'll be here on Friday Night Live to talk about it. Songs for the Apocalypse by the Jason Bieler and the Baron von Bielski Orchestra. And he's working with tons of great people on this. Todd LaTorre, Dave Ellefson, Devin Townsend, Pat Badger from Extreme, Butch Walker, Bumblefoot, Clint Lowry, and a bunch of other people. So he put out a song recently from it called Bring Out Your Dead, and Devin Townsend plays on this song. So I thought I'd play a little bit of that for you. So here's Jason Bieler. I don't know if I can get it to play.
You can do it. Come on. I've been waiting to hear this.
And then Corey Feldman breaks in. No.
Yes, he is, Kay.
Does Corey Feldman make an appearance on this album along with all those other awesome people?
What do you think on Jason Bieler?
Smash! Yeah, I like that a lot, man. Man, that really shows. Jason Bieler really was the awesomeness behind Saigon Kick, wasn't he?
You can really hear the Saigon Kick sound in that, especially the way the vocal harmonies and stuff are. And the guitar, I love how heavy the guitar riff is on that. It just sounds great.
Oh, man. I'm sorry, Corey Feldman. You've been finally defeated. What a battle it's been. But it comes to an end here. Great. Love it. I can't wait to hear the rest.
All right.
No?
Rock and Roll doesn't like. Wow. I'm surprised anyone didn't like that one.
Maybe he's more of a love is on its way kind of guy. Yeah, that's the only one I've seen that hasn't smashed it. Yeah,
Big smash for me, just because I don't want him to cancel next week.
Oh, man.
That's right.
So it looks like 99% smash, as far as I can tell. Yeah, very cool.
Some people didn't like it. Roz?
No, any song with woo
Yeah, that's kind of funny. That was the only thing when it started going. That hit me kind of weird, but I mean the rest of it, I'll put up with the ooh.
The guitar solo from Devin Townsend on it's pretty huge. I like it.
Is Devin Townsend some famous Canadian or something?
I
don't know nothing about him. I know he was popular in rock. I think I've heard something of his and didn't like it and never knew nothing else about him.
Well, the stuff he does on his own is more eclectic, but do you remember the band Strapping Young Lad?
That's what I'm thinking of him from. Yeah, I don't think I liked it, though.
Well, they're like kind of technical death metal type stuff.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I got to be in the right mood for it, but yeah, I like some of that stuff. Very talented guy.
What about Hatebreed? Hatebreed is a band we never talk about. You guys dig that band at all?
I like some of their I listened to their new album for this year and it did nothing for me, but the one from like 2 years ago almost made my list. It was really good. Yeah.
That's
Devin
cool.
is Canadian. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I noticed that nobody in the comment section has volunteered to play me at Beat the Geek, so I guess we're not going to get a challenger tonight. That's kind of
cowards.
All right, you want me to put the ticker on?
Well, I was waiting to see if somebody would raise their hand to do it. Anybody want to take me on before we sign off for the night? Because we're almost done.
They know that my questions are too hard for them. They are shivering in their boots with the thought of even trying to take on the geek. Don't be afraid. If you think how often
Kristen got her makeup on tonight?
How often does Chris put out an open challenge like this? Your opportunity to keep the Friday Night Live streak alive by humiliating the geek one more time.
She's saying one person said they would do it. Oh, Modern Day Warrior. All right, Ron, send him the link, Ron. I guess that's the first one we saw.
Well, now everybody wants to do it.
I think Modern Day Warrior got in first, so I guess
that was the first one I saw.
Well, I don't know how to send him the link.
All right, I'll do
but
it.
I was Put the link on the bottom here.
Well, then that goes to everybody. We want it to just go to him.
All right. Well, see, you're too technical.
We really could have a live studio audience.
A warrior. Well, maybe I can't figure out how to do this. All right, modern day warrior.
You missed everything, David. Everything.
You missed it all.
It
was awesome.
We played the entire Paul Stanley Soul Station and gave it 6 stars. We're only allowed to give it 5, but we gave it 6.
All right, modern day warrior. Click on that link. Joel, I saw.
Come on down.
Joel, I saw that you accepted, but you accepted after he did. We're just trying to be fair. So we're gonna go with him.
You
first.
just be ready next time Chris does an open challenge.
We'll let you if modern day warrior is not able to come on or he has technical problems.
Then Joel.
Then we'll go to the next one.
All right, Joel, you'll be next in line if we can't make it work with him. So I get signed in, and then we'll do it.
It's too bad, Joel. I've got all the questions that I knew you would know right.
All right. So modern day warrior, when you click on that link, it's going to ask for access to your phone and camera. So make sure you say yes, and then it'll let you in here backstage. And then we'll get to it.
He's warrior of a modern day.
I wonder if he has Ultimate Warrior makeup on.
It's a showdown in the no man's land for Beat the Geek.
Did you guys happen to see last week's guest with Kickin' Valentina? Their new video came out today.
Yeah.
What did you think of it?
It was pretty good. I liked it.
It was pretty a lot more rocking than the other two. I liked it.
Yeah.
And I like the other two as well.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we got Al.
I think that's modern day warrior.
Oh, okay.
Al, are you modern day warrior?
Ah, my man, Al Horta. All right.
What's up, man?
How's it
How's
going?
it going?
Can you hear me, guys? Can you hear me all right?
Yeah.
All right, awesome.
Okay, so let me set up my score sheet here.
All right. He's the cassette guy. He posts all the cassette stuff on Facebook, right?
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
I want to show you. I want to show you something. Yeah, I do the cassettes every morning.
Okay, I hope there's not a massive delay on that.
Can you hear us okay, Al?
Yeah, I hear you okay, yeah.
Okay, good.
Now I had somebody else just clock in. I don't know what's going on there.
I want to show
One
you
at a
this.
time.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
Oh, nice.
Dude. I like that, man.
I met them at a record store back in 2006, and I got them to sign this, and I was pretty bummed that he passed away too.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, man. Yeah, he's he means a lot to a lot of us. All right, so you're familiar with Beat the Geek, I'm sure you know how it works, right?
Yes.
He knows the rules.
All right, Aaron, take it from here.
Ron, play my theme song.
Oh, okay.
He's on top of it like a good producer.
Yeah.
Producer Ron.
All right.
Welcome to Beat the Geek, the most awesome game show of all time. Why? Because it's all about rock and roll. I got 11 questions. Why? Because that's where this show goes. It goes to 11. It's Beat the Geek. We got a challenger, our good friend Al, and he's taking on the geek, Chris Sinzak. Al knows the rules. You guys know the rules. So let's get right to it. The first question goes to the geek, as tradition dictates.
All right.
So, Chris Sinzak, which band released an album in 1982 called In the Mood for Something Rude? Al, do you think Chris knows the answer, or do you want to bet against him?
I think he's going to know the answer.
All right, Al's playing it safe off the start. Question goes to Chris. Here it is, man. You know the album In the Mood for Something Rude? It came out in 1982. Who was it by? Was it Anvil, Girls' School, Crocus, or Foghat?
I think it was Foghat, wasn't it?
That is correct. Yeah, nice. 1 point. Anvil came out with Metal on Metal. Girls' School came out with Screaming Blue Murder. And Crocus came out with One Vase at a Time in 1982. Well, you got it right. Very good. All right, Al, so the question goes to you next. Probably best known for replacing Phil Rudd on drums for AC/DC in 1983, Simon Wright has also appeared on albums by all of the following bands, except, I'm going to give you 4 bands. He played on albums with 3 of them, but not 4. We're going to figure out which one. Chris, do you think he knows the answer, or do you want to bet against him?
I'm going to play it safe. I'm not betting against him.
All right, Al, you're not being bet against. Phil Rudd played on a bunch of albums with a bunch of bands. Which one of these was not one of those?
Wait, Phil Rudd?
Or I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Simon Wright.
Okay.
Simon Wright is who we're talking about here. UFO, Brittany Fox, Rhino Bucket, and Dio. Out of the 4 of those, which of the bands did he not play with?
I'm going to say Rhino Bucket.
That is incorrect.
Ooh.
Yeah, he did play with Rhino Bucket. Of course, he played with Dio. Everybody knows that. He also played with UFO, but not Brittany Fox.
Oh, okay.
So you got it wrong, but Chris didn't bet against you. Nope. No points awarded. Go on to the next. Goes back to the geek, Chris Sinzak. According to iTunes, this is Soundgarden's most popular song. Al, do you think he knows the answer, or do you want to bet against him?
You know, it might be a tricky one, but I'm going to bet against them.
All right, here we go. Big points on the line. It's Soundgarden's most popular song on iTunes. Is it Fell on Black Days, Black Hole Sun, Rusty Cage, or Burden in My Hand?
As much as I still hear it on the radio, it's got to be Black Hole Sun, right?
That is correct.
All right.
Black Hole Sun, number 1. Fell on Black Days, number 2. Rusty Cage is 7. Burden in My Hand is 5. So you got it right, and you were bet against. That gives you 2 points. Up 3-0.
All right.
All right, question goes back to Al. Which well-known Dio guitarist was also a touring member of Budgie? I know Sinzak knows his Budgie. Chris, you think Al knows?
This is a weird question.
I'm going to list 4 guitar players. Do you know the answer to this, Chris? You don't got to say if you do. I mean, don't say the answer.
I think I know it, but I don't know.
You think you might? Do you think Al knows?
Let's make it interesting. I'll bet against him.
All right, Al, you are being bet against. One of these guitar players was a touring member of the UK band Budgie, mostly known for his work with Dio. Was it Vivian Campbell, Craig Goldie, Rowan Robertson, or Doug Aldrich?
I'm going to say Craig Goldie.
That is correct. And since you were bet against, that's 2 points, brother. You're right back in this. That's right. When Budgie got offered to tour Australia for the very first time, they needed a guitar player. They got Craig Goldie. It all went smoothly, I'm sure. Guy's a pro. All right, here we go. Chris is up by just 1 point, 3-2. Let me scroll on down here. Come on. It wouldn't be right if I didn't have technical difficulties too. Everybody else has.
Join the club.
Oh no, Facebook has kicked me out of Google Docs.
I don't think that's possible.
Oh, good. I don't know what the deal is here. Why don't it? There we go. Oh, okay, there we go. We're moving now.
Al's pulling an Aaron Camaro. He's walking through the house while he stays on the street.
All right, I'm back on track. Question goes back to Chris.
Yep.
I wonder if Rock and Ron knows this. He might. After an incident in 1991 at a Denver 7-Eleven, the Black Crowes singer Chris Robinson pled no contest to disturbing the peace and assault. For doing what? So it was 1991. Chris Robinson from the Black Crowes gets in a whole lot of trouble in a Denver 7-Eleven. Al, do you think Chris knows why?
I'm going to say he does.
All right, Chris, you're not being bet against. What the hell had got him in so much trouble? Was it for throwing beer bottles, destroying a bathroom, spitting on a woman, or forcefully cutting in line?
I think it was spitting on a woman, wasn't it?
That is correct.
Yeah, I remember that. I read
1 point.
I read Steve Gorman's book, and that's mentioned in there.
Yeah, I guess he was waiting in line to buy some beer at a 7-Eleven in Denver and got two chicks standing behind him as far as legend goes. And the one says, "Oh, wow, that's the lead singer of the Black Crowes." And the other chick goes, "Who's the Black Crowes?" And he flips out.
It was
Ends up spitting on her. He's so mad he storms out the door with 2 cases of beer. You don't even pay for it.
It was a crazy time. He was getting arrested at 7-Eleven, and Humpty was getting busy in a Burger King bathroom.
Yeah. Now, Chris, I'm glad this one's not your question because you would have ruined it earlier. This one goes to Al. Okay. Legendary rock guitarist Michael Schenker is most identified with which style of guitar? Chris, you held up the album earlier. I don't know if Al was watching. I know you know the answer, but do you think Al does?
He's got to know this, I'm sure.
All right, Al, you're not being bet against, brother. Your choices are a white Gibson Flying V, a neon yellow Stratocaster, a black 59 Gibson Les Paul, or a red Gretsch Thunderbird.
Come on, man. It's got to be the Flying V.
That is correct. 1 point. This is a good one, man. Chris still up by 1 point. What a game. Nice one. And we're creeping up on the kiss round. We're not quite there yet. Got one more to go. And this one goes back to Chris.
All right.
In 2013, the brothers Sarzo joined forces with Rudy on bass and Robert on guitar on an album by this band. Al, do you think in 2013, when the Sarzo brothers teamed up for an album, do you think Chris knows what band that was for, or do you want to bet against him?
I think he's going to know it.
All right, Chris, you're not being bet against. The Sarzo brothers in 2013, did they appear on album 4, Halloween, Queensryche, Iced Earth, or Kingdom Come?
I saw them play live with Queensryche.
Ah, that is correct. That is correct. You're not bet against, but you got it right. That's a point right there. That's kind of a trick question because 2 Queensryche bands came out with albums in 2013.
Well, it was me and about 70 other people that saw them that night.
Yeah.
It was not a well-attended show.
Was that the one with
that was the Jeff Tate version, right?
Yeah, Jeff Tate version.
Yeah, it was Jeff Tate's version.
Was that the night where Lita Ford opened for him?
No. I don't think anybody really famous opened for. I could be wrong.
See, I seen Jeff Tate's Queensryche one time. Lita Ford was opening, and then Jeff Tate got on stage with Lita Ford, and they did Close Your Eyes Together Forever, and he sang the Ozzy parts. It was actually pretty cool.
No, they I don't remember who. I think Lucas Rossi from that Rockstar Supernova, he was there, and he got up and did Silent Lucidity with him, and it was terrible.
Yeah.
But no, it wasn't that good. Sass Jordan was singing parts on their set though. That was kind of cool.
Huh.
And Brian Tishy was playing drums.
All right, enough stalling, because boom, 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 it's time for the kiss round. That's right. Double the points in the kiss round. And the first question, that's awesome.
Oh, nice.
Very cool. This is not an ace question, though. I'm sorry to tell you.
He's trying to butter up the host with that. I see what he's doing.
What is the first song on Ace Frehley's 1978 solo album? I'm just kidding.
That better not be the question. This is rigged.
I just changed it on the fly.
All right.
All right, here's your question, Al, in the kiss round. Double the points. As revealed on the latest episode of Baco's Whatever Nevermind podcast, producer Steve Albini shared a story about the time he and Nirvana prank called Gene Simmons. What was their purpose in prank calling him? Chris, it's the kiss round. A lot of points could be on the line. It's kind of a tough question because the news just came out about this.
Yeah.
You think Al knows the answer?
I'm playing it safe. I'm going to say he knows it. I know the answer.
All right, Al, you're not being bet against. Did Nirvana call Gene Simmons for the purpose to ask to be gifted 3 Kiss caskets, to turn down the invitation to appear on the Kiss My Ass tribute album, to invite Gene to appear in the heart-shaped box video, or to ask Kiss if they would be interested in opening for Nirvana? They're prank calling him. How are they messing with him?
The last one, open for Nirvana.
That is incorrect. They actually used it as an opportunity to turn down Gene Simmons to do the tribute album.
Wow.
All right. Well, Chris did not bet against you, but you got it wrong, so no points awarded. No points is better than giving your opponent 4 in the kiss round. But let's see how that goes with Chris's question. Eric Singer is best known as the current drummer of Kiss, but he's also appeared on several live and studio albums by Alice Cooper. Eric appears on all of the following Alice Cooper studio albums, except I'm going to give Chris 4 Alice Cooper albums. Eric Singer played on 3 of them, but not the 4th. Al, do you think he knows the answer, or do you want to bet against him in the kiss round?
I know Chris is a big Alice Cooper fan, so I'm going to say he knows it. I'm not going to bet against him.
Yeah, but
all right.
Point of order here. How is this a kiss round question? This is an Alice Cooper question.
It's about Eric Singer. Eric Singer is best known as the drummer of Kiss.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
Oh, man, you're asking for trouble. I'm the one that writes the questions. I can make your life real difficult.
Oh, I know. Yeah, that was a mistake, wasn't it?
Your choices are Brutal Planet, The Eyes of Alice Cooper, Along Came a Spider, and Dragon Town.
I'm not great with the personnel on some of these albums from that era.
Mr. Sassy Mouth over there, you don't even know the answer.
That's why I gave you a hard time about it. Is it Along Came a Spider?
That is incorrect.
Shit.
That's right. You got it wrong. Lipping off, and you got it wrong. Nope, it's Dragon Town. Kenny Arnoff played on that one.
I could have swore Eric played on that one.
No, Kenny Arnoff, my friend.
All right.
If you're a Kiss fan, a true Kiss fan, you'd have known that.
Or a true Alice Cooper fan.
All right, here we are in the kiss round. Squandered. No points at all. Could have been a total of 8 points, but you guys let them slip by. So we're sitting here at a real tight game with 2 questions left. Chris Sinzak's got 5 points. Al Horty, you got 3. But you can still turn this around. You can still squeak this out at the last moment. So for your last question, it's this. This famous rock guitarist was involved in a nearly 5-hour armed standoff with Miami police in 1993. After the situation was de-escalated, he was removed from the premises wearing only sunglasses and a bathrobe. Here we go, Chris. This is the end. You're ahead by 2. That's tight. What's your strategy? Do you think he knows it, or do you want to bet against him?
Before I say, I got to tell you, Al has a hell of a poker face because I can't get any read off of him at all right now. I'll play it safe. I'm not betting against him.
All right, Al, you're not being bet against, but it's an important point right here. Your choices are Yngwie Malmsteen, Uli John Roth, Vinnie Vincent, or Slash.
I believe it was Yngwie.
That is correct.
Oh.
Yeah, they drug him out wearing nothing but a bathrobe and his sunglasses.
Sounds
Al
very
brings
much like
it.
him.
Yeah, that's an Ingve thing to do.
Yeah.
I know it sounds kind of like a Vinny thing to do, but it's actually an Ingve thing to do.
Yeah.
All right, so here we are. It's a 1-point game at the end. Got one question left. It goes to the geek. Al, you kind of got to bet against him in order to pull this off in the end. And if he gets it wrong, you could win it. Or at least tie it. Yeah, you could tie it. That's not bad. So the final question goes to the geek, and it is this. It's short, sweet, and simple. Who was the first band to play on all 7 continents? Al, you're betting against him, I know. Chris, your choices are U2, Guns N' Roses, Metallica, or the Beatles.
Boy, this is something you would think I would know, but it's like, I don't know if I've ever really researched that. Guns N' Roses?
That is incorrect.
Damn.
It's Metallica.
That's who the other one I would have thought. Damn.
Point goes to Al Horta. It's a tie game. Nothing wrong with that.
Hey, it was an honor to play against you, Chris.
Oh, it was fun, man. Thanks for coming on and doing it.
That was a
I
good
didn't
one.
lose. I didn't lose.
No, you didn't lose for once. That's awesome.
But I wanted to show one more thing before I go. Since we were talking about Tom Kiefer before, got his signed Cinderella. Well,
oh, that's cool, man.
Nice.
It's Tom's signature is on it.
That's awesome.
So I got to meet him a couple of times. But
Very
again,
cool.
guys, thank you so much.
Where you live at?
I live in New Jersey.
New Jersey. Okay, cool. Well, it's good to talk to you. Come back on sometime, okay?
You got it, man. Take care, guys. I
Awesome.
appreciate it.
All right,
Thanks, Al. Very cool.
Nice seeing you, Al.
Hey, that was a good round. Beat the geek, man. Real close. Tie. You got to love that.
Not bad.
It was a true battle. I love those. Those are my favorite ones. I like it when they tie because it's neck and neck, you know? It's
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that about wraps it up for us tonight. This was very, very cool.
Yeah, it was
A lot of fun. I like just hanging out with you, Chris. Oh, and Runyon, too.
Yeah.
And
even though he was barely even here tonight.
Yeah,
I know. Facebook threw me off my whole game tonight.
Yeah.
Ron, I got to tell you, you did not bring your A game tonight. You just didn't bring it. Mm-mm.
All right. Well, don't forget next Friday, Jason Beeler's going to be with us, and we'll talk about the new album. And he's going to take me on and beat the geek. We'll see if he can beat the shit out of me like David Ellefson did, as Aaron reminded me earlier today.
That's what I said. He'll probably whip your ass worse than Dave Ellison did.
All right.
Oh,
at least I can beat our listeners.
Sometimes you tie.
Yeah, sometimes I tie. I'll take a tie as a win.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like those the best.
All right. Well, go Packers and go Chiefs this weekend. And yeah.
Well, before we go off, I do want to thank everybody that is watching that and making their comments and stuff here. Unfortunately, Facebook derailed us tonight, but we still got the loyal few that tuned in and even had to start up a YouTube account like Eric did. Yeah. But we appreciate it, guys. Thank you for working with us and coming on tonight.
Yeah. Fuck Facebook.
Yeah, really.
They can't stop us.
All right. Well, we'll see everybody next week.
This was a fun one tonight, guys.
All right. Take care, everybody.
All right.